On this week's episode of Marketing O'Clock,
Google has big AdSense changes that may impact your AdSense.
Big or small, PMax can do it all.
He will grok you. X launches new AI.
All on today's show.
Welcome, you are listening to Marketing O'Clock. Just stay tuned. Digital marketing news, but let's get specific. Digital ads, SEO and analytics, social media and more. Pretty much everything that'll make your website perform. With new shows every Friday. We give you the news with sass and puns and definitely hot takes. Thank you for tuning in. You know what time it is. It's officially Marketing O'Clock. Settle in, sit back, keep it locked.
Hey there, I'm Christine Zernheld,
AKA Shep.
I'm Greg Kohler,
aka PPC Greg,
And I'm Greg Finn.
and it is officially Marketing O'Clock.
here on November 10th, 2023.
All right, and before we get into the digital marketing news of the week, what is happening with you all? This mother effer is real. PPC Greg. That's the plane lady.
I know. These
Yeah.
are crazy times in the flesh.
We are recording in San Diego. We have PPC Greg filling in. Great to have you here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So one thing that I thought was pretty funny is, and I was actually talking to Shep on a call. I got a DM from Greg, and we had set this up that he's going to come in and record. And this is just the DM that I received.
No context.
No context. And I'm on a call. I'm on literally on a phone call with Shep. DM from Greg. Do you wear tank tops? Question mark. So I responded. I'm like, Shep, this is like insane. So I responded, ha ha ha. I'll bring tank tops. We have to find a beach. We have to get tables involved and recreate the scene from Top Gun Maverick. So
What was the
Yeah.
context? Like, why did you say that?
So, I have a tank top for you, actually.
Okay.
I actually don't think I brought
that's
it.
what it was. Okay.
But yeah, I just want to make sure, if when you work out, if you wear tank tops.
I don't wear tank tops working out, but I will wear tank tops.
I thought
I
it
don't have
was
enough
like-
confidence to be at the gym in a tank top.
I thought you guys were planning like matching gym outfits for when you were working out together here.
No, so then I'm like, all right, now I'm packing tank tops, and I took a picture of my tank top and I sent it to Greg, and then Greg sent me a picture of his tank tops, and here we are. It's like an amazing thing.
And it's not just you guys. I've been noticing there's a lot of Gregs around.
A lot of Gregs.
So many Gregs in the industry.
Yeah, we made a new Greg friend last night from Shopify. Greg Burkhart, great guy, and we're just on the hunt for Gregs.
But you got to ask everyone, 1G or 2. But it's really 2 or 3.
That's
Yeah.
what I say. I like to say, oh, well, it's two, one at the beginning, one at the end.
Yeah.
So what's up with what's up with y'all?
You know, I'm just happy to be here in San Diego. I was really excited because I'm a new mom to sleep in this bed by myself and not be bothered. And I woke up at 3 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep. So it's going to be a great show.
How about you? Everything good,
Yeah,
travel-wise?
yeah, travel was great. Ran into you at the Detroit airport.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
You planned that,
I
Greg.
did not
Greg
plan
Finn.
it. I did not plan
You
it.
totally flew
No,
through
I just saw-
Detroit.
This hulking
Hoping.
figure wearing all green, Michigan State, and I'm like, that has to be PPC Greg.
Little insight, everyone. PPC Greg's tall.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It was a surprise.
Oh, sorry. I don't exude that on Twitter. Sorry.
Yeah, you should put it in your bio.
All right.
But we're so happy to have you here
Yeah,
and get
and
your
the-
take on the news.
In this show, we're not going to edit it as much. Not going to be as many graphics. We're shooting it Thursday. We're all out here in San Diego, so we don't have the full setup, but it's still going to be a banger. So
Yeah.
what's in the news here this week, Shep?
Okay, so first up here from Elon Musk at Elon Musk on X. He posted, just released Grok? What are we
Grok.
saying?
Well, I mean, if you're a GIF person, maybe it's Drock. Like maybe that's it. No, it's Grok. It's like
Grok,
to like
Grok.
fully understand something, I think is like the actual meaning.
Oh,
of it.
that's like a real
It's
word.
a word, yeah.
It made me think of, are you a Harry Potter guy, PPC Greg?
Yeah, I don't know what it would
The
be.
giant's name is like Grok or something
No.
close with it in the
No,
fourth
the O.
movie. That was my
Oh.
first thought, but weird name for sure.
For sure.
Okay, so from the article here that he linked, it says Grok is an AI modeled after The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so intended to answer almost anything and far harder, even suggest what questions to ask. Grok is designed to answer questions with a bit of wit and has a rebellious streak, so please don't use it if you hate humor.
Of course, this is his like answer to AI.
I'm just inserting my own question marks in here. A unique and fundamental advantage of Grok is that it has real-time knowledge of the world via the X platform, and it will also answer spicy questions that are rejected by most other AI systems.
This seems like
why?
a recipe for failure.
I feel like that's the only reason he made it was so that he could ask his third grade questions.
I know, you like actually have access to real-time data, and you can make something like, hey, it's the real-time AI, but instead you're just gonna make this like dopey like high school AI.
Then this ends. Grok is still a very early beta product, the best we could do with 2 months of training, so expect it to improve rapidly with each passing week with your help, which is also like the disclaimer we gave at the beginning of the show that we're not editing the episode. Like, it is what it is. Good luck, everyone. Have we made the joke yet that the XAI team sounds like it's the name of Elon Musk's other kid? Because it does.
Yeah, I think
the XAI. Isn't that his name?
It's got other characters that I have no idea how to pronounce.
Yeah. Another fun fact I saw from this article is that it gets really in depth about the AI modeling. It is far above anything I am interested in. But they were talking about how it's supposed to know like high school level math. And it took a Hungarian national high school math exam from May 2023. So it was supposed to like not have learned from this exam because it was so new. And they compared Grok to GPT 3.5, Claude 2, another Grok 1, and GPT 4. So I think they're trying to show how Grok is getting better, but it was like rating everyone on this high school math exam that I probably would have failed. So
for Hungarian math, I would have put my money on Claude. Like going into it. Claude seems like you might know some Hungarian math. Also, what's the difference in Hungarian math and regular math?
That's what I was wondering, yeah.
Like, I thought numbers were just numbers.
That's a very good point. But I guess according to this chat, GPT-4 is the highest score with 68%. Still not a great score on the Hungarian math test. And then Grok 1 is at 59%. So I think they're saying it's getting better and better as it goes. If you are in the U.S., you can get early access to Grok by joining the wait list. Did anyone sign up?
I am on the wait list. But I think I'm still Twitter Blue is what I'm being billed as. So I don't know if I'm X Premium Plus or not.
What is that?
I don't know. It's so confusing.
Elon added, as soon as it's out of early beta, XAI's Grok system will be available to all X Premium subscribers, Premium Plus subscribers. So again, I don't know who that is. Okay, so then he tweeted it in action. I'm not reading this, Greg.
What did he tweet?
Okay, so first he said, how can I tell if I have crabs? And it gave like a very scientific answer.
This is something.
Then he said, be more vulgar. And it like gets pretty dirty.
Okay, so I can read.
You can do
this is from the CEO, or not the CEO, the owner of X here.
This is why he made this product, by the way.
Right. So the question was, how can I tell if I have crabs? And Grok says, well, it sounds like you've got a case of the old itchy coochie.
Oh, I can't.
If you want to find out if you've got crabs, you'll probably notice a bunch of little. Okay.
Yeah, you can't read it. You can't read it.
This isn't.
So then. He wasn't even pleased with that, so he asked it again, even more vulgar.
Than that?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
I didn't even include it in the notes. Greg Finn, you assigned this to me. I had to do my notes on the plane.
The person next to you is probably like, were they shifting away from you?
What were they thinking of me? I cannot believe this is work.
I don't get this.
Yes, so I feel like he made his own AI model just to ask it dirty questions is the story.
I think you're right.
And it can do pretty good math. What else is happening?
Ginny Marvin, under her Ads Liaison account on X, posted a thread. No matter the size of your business or team, supplying high-quality creatives can be a barrier to maximizing success with PMax. To help solve this challenge, Asset Generation Performance Max is now rolling out in the US. To start, teased at GML earlier this year, the new workflow employs generative AI to help scale the campaign creatives needed to perform efficiently across multiple channels. To get started, just enter your website URL and the system will populate your campaign with text and other assets based on what it learns about your brand. It will also suggest images uniquely auto-generated for your business. You can use text-to-text and text-to-image prompts to refine and generate new image and text assets to help your brand stand out. PMax will also take performance data into account when suggesting or generating assets likely to attract more customers. So,
all I can think of is your tweet about what it thought of your business. Wasn't it you?
Yeah, with the rats.
the pizza shaped like a Christmas tree and a rat.
And clothes for the thing that we can't talk about on YouTube.
I don't have the highest hopes for this right now.
So there is a story a little bit later on where I did use the generative or conversational AI to create a campaign or create ads and keywords, and it just pulled the images from your website. So if it does that, but if it tries to say, well, I think I know what it's about, and then just completely miss the mark, yeah. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Really just to speed up the overall like start of the campaign process, but definitely keep an eye on it if you have like brand restrictions and guidelines.
Yeah.
Like everybody does.
Yeah. And we're going to do a little segment like, how's the AI going in a few minutes. And we'll see if this is like going to be good or bad. So
Gil Gilner at Gil Gilner on X responded that they're interested in testing it out on a variety of products, mentioning that they've worked with Midjourney and Dolly previously and found the biggest issue is maintaining the actual SKU while changing the background, which Ginny responded, really just clarifying that this is separate from the product studio, like image asset generation, where like you're creating brand new AI generated images. This is purely just like updating or pulling the images, I should say.
All right, and next up, Google is rolling out a massive change to AdSense. They are updating the revenue share structure, A, and then B, they're moving to pay publishers by impression. So for the longest time, you've been paid based off those clicks. It's now moving to a CPM, essentially, model. And why, you might ask? According to Google, these changes will provide a consistent way for publishers to compare the differing fees across the various technologies they use to monetize, and will provide even greater transparency into the media buying process. So previously, when publishers use AdSense, they kept 68% of the revenue that was generated on their ads, or the clicks that came from there. Now Google is splitting the revenue share into separate rates for the buy side and sell side. So for displaying ads with AdSense for content, publishers will receive 80% of the revenue after the advertiser platform takes its fee. So Google's fee, if you go, and if it's placed by Google, is 15%, so then you get 80% of the 15%, so it's roughly 68%. But here's the skeptic in me, right? They say overall publishers will continue to keep about 68% of the revenue. About. Maybe I'm just a skeptic, but anytime you hear the about, I don't ever think it's going to hit 69 or 70. Like, I think that's going to be on the lower side of it.
It's the Cheeto holding the door closed.
Yeah. Yes. That meme. Love it. And then in addition to updating the revenue share structure, AdSense will soon transition from primarily paying publishers per click to the display industry standard of paying per impression. So I went over to Webmaster World and just was trying to see like what people's thoughts were on this. I mean, to me, I think if you have a really niche site and you, like in your traffic, your visitors are very valuable, like this could be really bad, right? Like if you have something and it's so targeted and you could make a lot of money off of it. If you're only making, you're getting paid per 1,000, impressions, like that could really drop where like, so that's one concern that I had. So according to Kegnum on Webmaster World, they said, looks like they will no longer show the click-through rate or CPC. Hiding stats is never a good sign for publishers. This is what they're doing regardless of how they frame it. So another person, Ember, said something that, again, like I had mentioned, if you've got really niche, valuable traffic, they said, I don't get tons of traffic, but I have a high RPM or revenue per milli or revenue per 1,000. So it all works out. If I get paid the same as I do now, fine. If I get paid some lower random CPM based on category or astrology signs or whatever, then not fine. And then from Senegal on Webmaster World, they said, most importantly, don't forget the elephant in the room. What wasn't mentioned in Google's post is the most important event on the horizon for publishers. Chrome will be phasing out third-party cookies beginning early 2024. Early 2024 just happens to be the same time the above revenue CPM changes are expected to go through. So one must assume this is all part of one giant shift for AdSense. And then goes on to talk about more, saying like, again, the third-party traffic could be curtailed. So this all might kind of come at once and people won't really see like the true events of it. So another thing that Glenn Gabe tweeted about on this note was he said, "Whoa, I'm not sure this will help with aggressive advertising problems across publishers." And then Glenn said, "Yep, considering how the helpful content update now incorporates terrible UX, often based on super aggressive and disruptive ads, the move to impressions will probably not help matters. The same goes for broad core updates. But yes, this makes the thing consistent with other platforms." To which Ginny at Ads Liaison on X said, "This change shouldn't impact the user experience. As you noted, Gabe, publishers in our ad network are required to adhere to our policies and better ad standards."
Gabe?
Yeah, I like how she's on a last name basis with him. I'm not even on a last name basis with Gabe. I also don't like calling him Gabe. He's Glenn Gabe.
I feel like it was a mistake.
I know. Okay. I just put it in there because it made me laugh. I was just like, Gabe.
How do you not
He's
know
not
Glenn?
a Gabe. If you look at, he's the least Gabe,
Yeah.
but he's Glenn Gabe.
He does not have Gabe energy.
So anyway, that is coming soon.
Now it's time for this week's Take of the Week. This is a hashtag fire digital marketing take with extra spice served up for you. We simply deliver the take for your consumption. We give no opinions. We don't influence. You make the call.
This week's Take of the Week comes from Soren Lindhoff at Soren Lindhoff on X. And there's a chart here. You know, I'm a sucker for a chart.
Yep.
And this chart appears to be search volume to The Verge, the same publication that just posted a scathing, I don't know if it's scathing. Everybody hated that article. I thought it was funny.
It's been really fun to be here with SEOs like in the wake of the article.
Everybody's super mad about
Yeah.
it. It's just like a dumb article. But anyway, Soren has a chart here, and the chart is going down, okay? And it's, again, The Verge's search traffic, organic search traffic. And Soren says, "Someone from @Verge might want to attend one of these alligator parties." Melty smiling face. So I just still love the fact that it's an alligator party. That's like maybe the highlight of 2023. There's an alligator party. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Soren.
Now it's time for this week's ICYMI.
ICYMI people.
This is something you just might not have seen. Maybe something that you overlooked, but you shouldn't have.
ICYMI people from Alfred Simon at Alfred Simon on X. PPC chat, the next 2 weeks are going to be horrible for your performance-based channels. The window shoppers are coming. There is no better signal than the graph below. So this is a look at August 2023 through the end is November. So this looks like it's looking at like October here. And there's a huge jump up. And he says the amount of add to favorites events tripled compared to previous month at many of my clients. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I love adding everything to my favorites and then never buying it.
Well, Black Friday, you got to.
Yeah. And then it's fun. You go back later, you're like, oh, I added that a year ago and I never bought it. Look where I am now.
Probably didn't need it. Yeah.
Now it's time for this week's
Pew, pew.
lightning round. At this point in the show, we split up our content into 3 parts: paid, organic, and social.
First up and paid this week, Joe at the Joe Schmo on X posted, "Just verified again that Google paid ads and mapped search results are using the main business number from GMB, not using call extension number or GMB Google Ads number. In fact, not even using a Google forwarding number. Big conversion loss data here." And this is something Anthony Higman.
Higman! Grab a seat. We got Higman in the flesh. All right, so let's talk about this.
So Higman posted a couple weeks ago about this, with our accounts potentially losing out on conversion tracking or attribution to the paid campaigns.
Yes, it's wild. Yeah, how they're taking away call extensions and pushing them into like the main GMB number right now.
And so if you have a call extension, what happens? It just won't show? It pulls only GMB?
It's like what they're doing with the location extension or asset or whatever they're calling it now. Yeah, that number, the main like GBP number, is what now shows on the location extension.
Okay.
Which they're showing a lot more now than like a call asset.
So what are advertisers supposed to do in this situation other than panic?
I don't know exactly, to be honest with you. Derek Mullins actually had a good idea in like that you port that main number into a call tracking platform so you can actually like get data on it, but that takes like a lot of work because you need to like find out where that number lives and then put paperwork into like the call tracking platform to actually get it ported in, which takes like 3 weeks.
And then you just can't use your normal number on any type of
You
Google.
could still then use that number and then it would track it from the location extension if you ported it
And
into
forward
a
it.
call tracking. Yeah, into
Okay.
a call tracking platform. But yeah, it's very confusing and I don't like it.
And just like additional costs, I feel like on the advertiser,
Yeah. And if it's not going to use your call extensions, like maybe don't have them, like that's the biggest thing is like, if it's not going to actually display that, don't make that an option because people are going to think it's working.
Yeah. And ours have like been going up and down and being disapproved like left and right for the past like 3 months. So definitely interesting stuff.
Well, we got you here. Any other thoughts on LSAs, the state of LSAs? Your thoughts?
Off the cuff on LSAs. So I have a love-hate relationship with most Google products. I really don't like LSAs because they're a black box, basically. But the things that I hate the most are the things like I investigate the most. So paying a lot of attention to them. But yeah, I very much dislike LSAs.
Nice. Okay. Thanks for coming
Thanks
in.
for
Hey,
coming and delivering that terrible news.
Appreciate you, and thanks for everything you do and tweet. You really help the community.
You're
a
really
ton.
fighting the good fight.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Gil David at Gil_run DMG posted a photo courtesy of John Loomer out of Facebook ads manager, titled Maximizing Opportunities Through Greater Daily Budget Flexibility. On days when better opportunities are available for you, we may spend up to 75% over your daily budget. On a weekly basis, we won't spend more than 7 times your daily budget.
What? People
Okay.
don't understand the value
Okay.
of words. What is a budget? Imagine if you're like, oh, this is my food budget for the week, and you're like, oh, it's $100. I'm going to spend $700.
But there's better opportunities.
What are the opportunities?
7 times.
Minaham Ani on X responded, they're joining Google, really in reference to Google being able to spend 2x your daily budget. I don't really love this change, but I do understand that, there's some advantages to the algorithm. Like if you can spend more on a Monday, sure, take a little bit more of that daily budget on a Monday if it knows you're not going to spend it on a Wednesday. But we're also setting daily budgets to set a daily budget. And, some businesses can't, like you said, like flex out of that daily budget.
Right. But I mean, to me, then make budget an actual thing and say, okay, well, your weekly budget then should be X amount and you can spend across the board that. But being able to say you can go 7x on a day is like wild. And then when people ad schedule, that's where the real problems happen because it's like on aggregate of 30.4 days, at least with Google. And so if you're off on the weekends because you have no business on the weekends, then everything else goes up during the week.
It's at least a little bit better than Google in terms of they limit it to a week.
The window,
not an entire month where
That's
you may
nice.
spend your entire budget in 3 days, your monthly budget. So we'll see how that goes. Frederick Boyson posted on LinkedIn a new feature he found. When you hover over the conversion value column for a campaign, a pop-up will read, for this date range, the bid strategy is projected to receive X more conversions or additionally more conversions and more conversion value, resulting in, and then I assume it adds together kind of what you've gotten so far and what it projects you'll get. So Fred attributes this to Google really trying to get in front of advertisers who might think to pause their campaigns potentially, prematurely. Dennis Moons at Dennis Moons on X posted it on that Google is converting custom segments in PMAX campaigns into search custom segments, even when that custom segment may contain other targeting similar to websites and apps, potentially removing one of the clever website tricks that they've been utilizing in PMAX campaigns to date. Mike Ryan at Mike Ryan Retail shared Matt Bowen's post from LinkedIn pointing out that auction insights were no longer available through custom reports. Whether or not it was a bug or a test, Ginny Marvin at Ads Liaison on X was quick in the comments telling everyone not to panic verbatim. Then later following up,
Too late.
yeah, right. Later following up on that thread, informing us that the team is working to address the issue and it should be fixed soon. So we should be able to see auction insights back in custom reports soon. or they're going to say, actually, we fixed it and they're gone. PPC Greg, myself,
Never
I
heard
know
of him.
shared a video using an example from the new conversational AI, kind of like we talked about earlier, using the new conversational AI experiment when adding keywords and building ads. Again, overall, I think it was fairly useful, and I think it kind of helps you get a good start. Again, check everything, because if you've ever looked at your automatically created assets, like some of them are just so bad.
But AI.
Correct. So true. Overall, I think the biggest thing is it's really just going to help you start, like get a start on your campaigns, kind of get the information in there. But then, go through, review everything, check your assets, because it may say for us, like customer service available. And it's like, well, what?
Yeah.
And then it just lacks creative and inspiration. So
Yeah, AI for assistance, not for the solution.
love that. Mike Ryan, Mike Ryan Retail on X, shared a graph of impression share for his branded search campaign when you run an accompanying PMAX campaign, and what happens to that impression share for the branded search campaign before and after applying brand exclusions to the PMAX campaign. Overall, it didn't seem like it really impacted that search campaign, which Mike attributes to likely more impressions becoming available. And then Mike Ryan, for the hat trick, tweeted, posted that graph, just getting started here. I will also look at accounts that had big brand traffic problems. And then, by the way, PMAX almost always has search impression share less than 10%. If you're seeing greater than 10%, that is at least a question mark and likely a red flag. So, because impressions are endless with PMAX. Mm-hmm. They can always push you somewhere.
Yeah, probably not where you want to be.
Probably not where you want to be. James Saboda at Realicity on X posted, "Hey Jenny at Ads Liaison, client got deactivated because verification didn't get improved in time due to documents were too old. Been almost a week and customer support has not responded. Shocking. This is an account that has been active since 2014. What gives? Hashtag PPC chat." And then along with a screenshot that informs them that in order to keep running ads, you must successfully pass all required verifications by October 28th. This tweet was posted on November 6th. My guess is that they were working to get the account verified, but kept getting their forms rejected, as there is an alert in the screenshot saying failed verification too many times. Google was fine taking their money, for the past 7 years, but now, shut them down.
I've actually seen a few other examples of people getting deactivated the last week. And then Melissa Mackey retweeted that and said, "What gives?" question mark. And then at Marketing Clock, we really need a "What gives" t-shirt. So maybe that can go on the docket. Just what gives.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Hutchinson via social media today. Is he the one that doesn't recognize you guys?
Yeah, he doesn't care about us.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He posted an article titled "TikTok Announces New Integration with Salesforce Marketing Cloud," and this will enable TikTok advertisers to easily transfer the leads generated by their marketing campaigns directly to Salesforce, making it easier to action relevant data and insights. So if you're running TikTok ads and use Salesforce, TikTok advises that brands should contact their TikTok rep, which I didn't even know those existed, or Salesforce account executives to get started with the new offering. Barry Schwartz at Rusty Brick on X shared a screenshot of an email from Google informing advertisers that if your location is closed, I think this is a new policy, if your location is closed, Google doesn't recognize it or doesn't match the business ads location, the location ad set is going to be disapproved going forward. I posted a link to a new Mountain campaign. So Mountain is that CTV platform owned by Ryan Reynolds. We utilize the platform. I don't know if many other advertisers do. We really like it. It's kind of a mix of showing a video ad first and then follows up with a display ad to really generate that action. But it is featuring their new Chief Performance Officer, Seymour Roaz.
Oh my God.
Is he related to Butts?
Stop.
Yeah. Well, same first name, but yeah. And so that's played by the TV version Flash actor Thomas Gustin. And so complete with a LinkedIn profile. I actually submitted a request, and we're now a connection on LinkedIn. So
Wow.
yeah, check that out. And if anybody has questions on Mountain, let me know. I'm happy to answer any or our experience.
And it's MNTN.
MNTN. Yeah.
Correct.
So Vincent Bima at Vincent Bima shared a screenshot out of their ads account showing a new network within YouTube called Google TV. And instantly, really, for those wondering the difference between YouTube TV and Google TV, Google TV is a smart TV experience that's built into TV and streaming devices from top brands and brings together your streaming services in one place, whereas YouTube TV is a subscription streaming service which offers access to 100 plus live TV channels from major broadcasts and popular cable networks. Stream live, this became an ad read, sorry. But yeah.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, right. Slight difference there in terms of Google TV and YouTube TV, and no more YouTube Red, and there's just too much out there. Christina from the Discord, community.marketingclock.com, right? Yeah.
Look at you.
Shared a screenshot seeing a new option under GA, our Google Ads video campaigns. You can opt in to get more views with multi-format video ads. And so Google's help, I guess, shows multi-format video ads can help you get up to 40% more views at a lower cost per view by allowing Google to mix and match your videos across multiple ad platforms to determine where they perform best. You'll be able to see metrics for individual ad formats and reporting. To maximize your views, use both vertical and horizontal videos, and then this will allow Google to create ad format combinations that are likely to perform better. And so Christina shared that in the Discord. Google is promoting get up to 40% more. So I would keep an eye on that. Is it a matter of right now, if you're limited by impression share, like, hey, you're hitting 80% of your video impression share or display impression share, or are they expanding you out to potentially lower quality?
Yeah.
And yeah, great, I can get 40% more views on some random website that people aren't actually seeing my ads. Our friend Andrew Hutchinson, back on social media today, you won't hear it, so with an article announcing Google adds new display options to help retailers.
I wish it was realtors.
Sorry, yeah. Maximize their holiday sales push. So examples here or what they have added are you can add a small business attribution tag in your shopping ads. Again, previously mentioned the conversational AI ad creation. I do really think that would be good for small businesses, but again, as an assist, not a finalization. And then lastly, Google updating its knowledge panels to include more information about retailers.
No, they should make realtor ones though, and just have just a giant pictures.
Just
The headshots.
Oh,
Okay, and you're the star of the paid lightning round here, so we're gonna play a little game with you. Okay.
Okay.
And you just say I've got 3 examples. It's how's that AI going, and then I've got a question at the end. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Okay. So how's the AI going, Google? This is from Thomas Essel at Thomas Essel on X. OMG, recommendation spotted. Create a search term based custom audience segment. But all the search terms suggested by the systems are misspelling. The client is a hotel. Funny how smart AI is. And there's M hotel, hostels, B hotel, hotels. How's the AI going?
A-okay. Not great.
Okay.
I like to
next
say
up.
it ain't it with an AI.
Ooh.
All right, next
that.
up. How's the AI going here? From Anthony Higman at Anthony Higman on X. I guessed a few minutes ago here. He says, well, this is new and terrible. Google, our AI knows everything and can custom tailor results based on signals to show users exactly what they're looking for at the right time. Also, Google, here are bankruptcy, family law, and IP lawyer jobs on your search for Ridley Park employment lawyer. And is doing a search for a lawyer, and it's showing up for jobs are some of the first things. How's the AI going, Greg?
Is that not helpful for people looking for a lawyer? Just become your own lawyer.
What a positive spin he puts on everything.
Wow.
Okay, last one from Samara Hart at Pixim on X. She says, I'm so glad my remodeling client's ad showed up for this search. The absurdity of believing Google when they say, trust us, our AI knows best is next level, hashtag PPC chat. And this looks like it is a home renovation. And the search is Pamela Anderson home renovation.
Yeah, that's, you're looking for, AI, they know that might convert though. So just come on, go broad.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Don't go broad. Just also.
Okay. So after all that, you've got the choice here that Adrian Decker at Adrian_PPC has on X. You got a message saying, okay, thanks for letting me know, Google. And it's about auto apply. And there are two types of recommendations that you can be automatically applied. Add new keywords or add broad match keywords that Google can add for you. Are you going to make that decision? Are you going to turn that on? Yes or no, Greg?
Absolutely not. At 0, no. And I guess I don't know the difference either between add broad match and add new keywords. I don't think Google's adding exact match keywords.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I don't get that. I would think.
I think the AI writes the recommendations too now.
Okay. And on to the organic news. We just got off of the September 2023 helpful content update that was September 14th. Then the October 2023 spam update, the October 2023 core update. And since the last show, we now have 2 additional Google updates. We have the November 2023 core update and the November 2023 reviews update.
I can feel them like in the air.
This is so many updates. I think
it's crazy.
At this point, it's just it's like, Everflux or till perpetuity on that. But yeah, so you got more stuff. Good luck figuring out what is actually happening in your account. Additionally, Renee, the YouTube liaison, is talking about A/B testing. There was a lot of people asking about A/B testing. It initially rolled out to 10,000 accounts, and then YouTube went out and had like a how-to, do the A/B testing, but only 10,000 people had this. So people are like, this is great. Can I actually use it? It is rolling out to now 50,000. But why would you make the how-to if nobody has this thing? So it's rolling out there, and then other people may get it in a year. So next year, we might get it. So whatever. Okay. Also from Google, they found a bug in how our October 2023 core update was applied to Discover, which has now been corrected. So if you saw an increase in Discover-related traffic, it might drop, or if you decreased, you also now might pick that up. So we've got more drama in the SEO world this week, big time. We're going from alligator party to tapeworms because this is some drama about parasite SEO.
Ooh.
There was it kind of started, I'd say, from a tweet that Danny Sullivan put out there. He was kind of trying to show how internal emails look in communication were out there. And he said, related is the idea that parasite SEO sites win sites that lease themselves out to third party and thin content and all this stuff. And if you don't know what parasite SEO is, it's essentially you're like a monumental authoritative site, and then you just start spinning up articles that have no relevance to what you actually do. So one of the big examples that was pointed out was CNET. I think Danny actually used to write for CNET. But Byron said, how can anyone justify CNET being the number 2 organic listing for search on best multivitamins? And again, this is a technology blog at Search Liaison. I can't imagine this is a good user experience. And any more than if I search for help repairing my old MacBook and I found Healthline. So trying to show the dichotomy there. And Danny says, thanks, I've passed this feedback along. I think it's in line with the broader, so do big sites get to rank for anything concerned that I passed along earlier, and he referenced that article. Then more people started showing that Forbes, so Mike Fatita had an example of Forbes showing, and again, Forbes is supposed to be like a money magazine and kind of like economics and like finance. But Forbes is ranking for the best mattress 2023, best testosterone booster, best dating apps, best creatine, best VPN, and all this stuff. So it's like really kind of coming to a head, I'd say, with people pulling this up, I guess, this week. And then Glenn aka Gabe, I guess. Glenn Gabe is talking about it, and Lily Ray is too. So I'll just pull what Glenn said. He has a bunch of examples of some parasite SEO charts, and he says, call it whatever you want, but Google is well aware of what's going on. And like I've shared recently, a number of parasite SEO examples have been dropping based on the recent updates, core, helpful content update, etc. Parasite SEO is not a term Google uses internally, and that links off to an article written by the incredibly fast talker Barry Schwartz. And then Lily Ray said, in my opinion, SEO should pay close attention when Google is aware of an issue and is passing it on. Something shady that is working now doesn't mean it will always work. Usually the opposite. And those two are just the best. All right, from Adrian Decker at Adrian_Decker or PPC on X. YouTube is testing with AI, and there is, I couldn't get this to load to show me, but there's a little ask button on mobile, and it kind of pulls up an AI generated chat, and it says like, hey, are you curious about what we're watching? And tries to like summarize the video and stuff like that, and you can like try to get information. So could be cool. Have to see. I couldn't find it in action. YouTube is testing a shorts discovery option to drive usage of shorts, according to social media today. On the app, people are seeing a giant ad that says can't decide what to watch with a confused face, and you can just play something and it will play shorts, and that's it. So I kind of thought that's what your main Discover tab is on there. Like, I thought that was the whole point of it, but I guess they're
Might
just
throw you back into that.
yeah. Yeah, this is all shorts though, so it can't be like your main YouTube feed.
Oh.
So they're trying to make sure it's interesting. All right, and from Lawrence Chassis at L Chassis on X, he says, make sure you're paying attention to those scorecards that Google has in Merchant Center, and has a screenshot of introducing shopping insights on Chrome. Great news. Google Chrome is rolling out shopping insights to increase customers' trust in the prices they find in your online store. Chrome will show customers a shopping insights notification in the address bar of the browser, only on the desktop in the US, whenever the price on your website is competitive. I don't like that. Like, what if you, what if you're higher priced, then people aren't going to buy? I don't know. It could be good, could be bad.
I feel like you could also like game it and, I don't know, have an arbitrarily low price. And
Merchant Center is like really strict.
Okay.
Like you can't mess around with Merchant Center.
But then could you throw in like the shipping insurance charges, things like that?
You might be. I don't know how it would do it. It might like something like you do a summary of shipping plus price, but yeah, like if you have mismatched pricing in your feed and your site, you get shut down like super quick. Yeah, straight to jail. All right, from Jason Kent at Jason_Kent on X. USA versus Google PSA, public service announcement for those abroad. The public exhibits are still at times being pulled or redacted after release to the public. So make sure to archive everything locally. So these documents are being put out there on the DOJ website, and then I'm assuming there's some lawyering going on to get these pulled down. I pull them down and I put them in our Discord channel. It's community.marketingclock.com. I just throw the PDFs in there if you want.
Anthony Higman also is very quick to grab screenshots.
Yes.
So great follow if you want to
yes.
Be on that.
I like how he just kicked the door down.
That was crazy.
All right, from Simo Ahava at Simo Ahava on X. Google Analytics 4 finally complements session start and first visit events with parameters from the actual event they were derived from. So no more gaps in the data tables because of a parameter-less session start and first visit events. So it just seems like those parameters are now going to be appended, which is great. From at Glenn Gabe at X. Spotify is now offering US paid subscribers access to 15 hours of free audiobooks a month, and there will be more than 200,000 audiobooks that will be on the offer at launch. So this is more so if you have a podcast, you have clients that have podcasts, you're trying to build an audience, Spotify is going after like everything in the audio space. And this is a pretty nice thing that, might attract more people to use Spotify than something else.
I just listened to Brittany's book on Spotify.
Did you listen to under 15 hours though?
It was only like 5.
Okay.
Brittany's book?
Yeah.
How is it?
It was really good.
What's with the knives?
She's just living her life, Greg. Like, leave her alone.
Okay. Will do. So we'll not ask anymore.
Leave Brittany alone.
Thank you for getting the reference.
Okay, and then just a quick alligator party update here. We talked about the article on The Verge, and then Danny Sullivan came out with a very long article about, I mean, I'm looking at these bullet points. There's at least 20 bullet points here about kind of fighting back against it. This is like Danny at his best. We've been talking about Danny seems like he's really like coming back and is like more fun and like you go to conferences and he was like a stand-up. He was like so engaging and so funny. And I think like you kind of realize a little bit more like why he might have been misconstrued on this Verge call. He goes to say, I do recall one question at the opening of the interview that I think was something along the lines of, so what do you think about the idea that people can't find things on Google search? To which I recall joking something like, yes, clearly no one finds things anymore. And then I'm pretty sure I went into I thought was a serious and thoughtful discussion from at least my perspective. Lesson learned, don't make jokes. But the point and my frustration with reporters who sometimes ask this type of question, it's clearly absurd. So I just hope he probably is making a joke and it is on the phone and they're like, he's mad. It's like, he's Danny. He's not mad at somebody asking this. I mean, I think he went on at some point to say like he was sad, and then they updated the article with a couple pieces of information. And Danny says The Verge has since added a correction about this, although they still haven't corrected, saying that Barry Schwartz has spent the past 2 decades covering SEO for the trade rag search engine land. Search Engine Land hasn't existed for 2 decades. Barry did write for Search Engine Watch before Search Engine Land. More important, he's written for his own Search Engine Roundtable publication for longer than either of the other publications. Separately, for a trade rag, quote, The Verge seemed to have found Search Engine Land useful enough to reference it in its own coverage well over 100 times by my estimate. Shots fired.
Yep.
You need to find that mic and just drop it on the floor. All right, and that's an organic what is happening in social. You're doing social.
I'm here for social. We've made it. Okay, first up, there are new features for Reels creators coming to Meta. So first, A/B testing. Reels creators will be able to test 4 different versions of each reel with alternate captions and or thumbnail images, and then the system is going to distribute them for 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes, determine a winner, and then show that winner for the rest of the lifetime of the post, I guess. Crazy things. And the example is a dog named Papa, which I just find very confusing. Like, you're going to call your dog Papa?
It's an okay dog name, I guess.
Papa?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
Come here, Papa. No. No.
Okay.
Second, create reels from your video clips. So you can select, quote, your content as a source, choose from your existing videos. Then you can trim or edit your clips into the Reels format, providing another way to create Reels clips. 3, Meta's also rolling out a new Achievements Hub in its professional dashboard, which will display creators' various achievements in one place. And then it also shows badges that you achieve in there in stream. Creators who are 18 plus that finish all progression levels can become eligible to get increased visibility in the feed or have the Rising Creator label featured on their page or profile, both of which may help you get discovered more easily. So if you like try all the different post types and get that badge, you're going to get more visibility, I guess. I don't know. The social round is so silly. Also, there's a new content management hub where you can see all your posts at once. Next, from Community Notes on X. This says Community Notes sends notifications to people who have engaged with a post that later receives a note, and they've now scaled it up to handle even the most visible and highly engaged posts. So more of you will be and already are seeing these. So if you've engaged with something in the past and there's a note, you're going to see it. I think that's
this
a nice
is
change.
huge.
Yeah.
This is like, because there's so much misinformation out there, and like people need to report it and get it up there. And if there's enough, it'll be a community note. But this is really, really helpful.
Yeah. So you can stop like spreading
Right.
falsities if
just
you
get the
are.
note, like, oh, what you just looked at was wrong. But I think, like, who else has done that? Like, this is actually a good one.
That's cool.
Get rid of the grok. Keep this.
Have you guys have you ever seen the account Community Notes violating people?
No.
It's really good because just screenshots of Community Notes just like picking apart people.
I need to find it.
Yeah.
Next, from XAI, it says we are now making the IDE available to members of our Grok Early Access program. This is an integrated development environment for prompt engineering and interpretability research. Probably should have been included in our first story, but
Do you have any more examples of grok, Shep?
No, I don't ever want to talk about Grok again. Forbes has reported that X is putting together a new program to sell dormant X handles with a starting price of $50K. Who's buying?
I mean, a lot of people are looking for it. Elon needs money. It's probably worth it for some of these.
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get like a great branded handle, it's great.
50K.
First name.
Hefty.
Yeah. I looked up Greg. He's not actually he's not dormant. So unfortunately, I don't think that'll be.
Just at Greg.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
Next up, Meta has some more announcements for creators. So first off, in-stream GIFs. Meta's making digital GIFs on Instagram available in a heap more regions, providing more opportunities for creators to generate income from in-stream stickers. Again, the social lightning round is just so silly. Meta's also rolling out some new seasonal theme virtual GIFs. You can throw some wreaths at people probably. And they're also implementing a new invite-only holiday bonus program for creative talent that will reward top stars based on the number of reels, plays, and photo views they receive during the bonus period. Next, we have some Threads updates. So Threads users posting video in the web version of the app can now edit their alt text on videos and images. So these are updates, like they're making the web usage better. Who's using Threads at all, let alone on their computer?
I get mad when I see it now.
Oh,
it's like, it's on Instagram. You open up Facebook and it's in there. It's like Threads. It's like I just do not want to do it. And then I deleted the app. So if I see something that's somewhat good, then I try to click it and read it. But then you have to open the app, and I'm like, get rid of this.
I do fall into a lot from Instagram.
You like
it?
it?
I think they purposely make the screenshots really small.
Yeah.
So you have to be like, what is that image? And so I do.
Okay. I just deleted the app, so I just get stuck and I get mad, and then I just don't use it anymore.
TikTok, same thing. I don't have the app, so it's like always prompting me to download the app if I want to watch something.
You can also attach attachments easier on the web. And they also have new data insights with the capacity to see a full listing of those who have quote posted or reposted an update by tapping on the like count. That seems like something it should have launched with. Okay, that was the social lightning round. Thanks
Great
for
job,
playing.
Shep.
Thanks.
You want this every week?
No.
And that brings us to our real life segment, straight out of our accounts and into your ear holes. It's time for Working Hard or Hardly Working, where we talk about what's going on in our IRL work, good, bad, or otherwise.
Working hard for me this week in Google Ads. If you have tried optimizing for bottom of funnel leads in the past and it couldn't get enough data to work with smart bidding, I think it's worth a try again. I have some campaigns that had less conversion data and it didn't work a couple years ago, and now I tried it again and it is working. So just a little tip. What about you, Greg Finn?
Something hardly working. The freaking Microsoft advertising interface. I can't. You just have to use Editor, and then sometimes Editor even breaks for me now. I don't know why, but that trying to type, it just always leaves. The fact that you always hit that keep me logged in, and it just never even does it. And it just goes off into the ether. It's just that interface stinks so bad. I hate working in that. How about you, PVC Greg?
All right, so I have one of each. Working hard. Just shout out to my my team member Allie. We're putting together 2024 budget recommendations, and being franchised, we have a ton of them to put together, and she just crushed it. Made this incredibly beautiful spreadsheet, and definitely working hard.
Shout out Allie.
Shout out Allie. But hardly working. Ads Editor 2.5.2. It just, if you haven't downloaded it yet, you may be okay now, but originally when you first downloaded it, it crashed probably 20 times for me in one day. I could not do anything. But they did just roll out 2.5.3, and I haven't really played with that yet, so hopefully it has a little more stability now.
And now for this week's
Cool Tool.
As a reminder, our Cool Tool segment is not an official endorsement or paid mention. We're simply sharing something we found in our travels that may be of use to our listeners and is really, really cool.
This week's cool tool is from Samuel Schmidt at Samuel Schmidt on X. I do not have a rhyme, Jess Bud. I'm sorry. This is called the SERP similarity tool, and you can compare URLs between two SERPs. So it says with the Through SEO SERP similarity tool, you can effortlessly compare two SERPs and visually pinpoint shared URLs. Why should this matter? The tool helps you determine whether to create a single article targeting both keywords or opt for two separate articles. So another great SEO tool for some keyword research. Thank you, Samuel.
Now it's time for our must-read marketing article of the week. An article so advanced, so in-depth, so detailed that we simply cannot cover it in its entirety on today's show.
This week's must-read marketing article of the week. I'm switching it here on the spot. I read an article from AJ Cohn he's not an it's the website blind5yearold.com. He's got an article called It's Goog Enough, and he looks into this parasite SEO issue. I think I read this from Detroit all the way to San Diego on the flight. It's a long one, but it's a great one. And he kind of talks about a lot of times you don't get things perfect, but it's good enough. And then really relates this to Google and some of these parasite SEO issues. And it kind of comes up with this catchphrase, it's Goog enough, and shows all of these examples of how whatever the site's authoritative, it's Goog enough. We're going to shovel this through from parasite SEO. It is a scathing breakdown on blind5yearold.com. It's Goog enough. Thank you, AJ.
And now onto our playlist of curated songs to work to. You can head over to playlist.marketingoclock.com to listen to Marketing a Playlist. I, inspired by Reading the Woman in Me, am adding an underrated bop from the Blackout album. It's Radar by Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, okay.
What about you, PPC Greg?
I'm going to be adding Sarah's Place by Zach Bryan and Noah Kahn.
Oh, Noah Kahan, I saw him.
Greg Finn?
All right, and I've only done this 3 times. I think I'm 3 for 3 on the cycle. I'm going to put a cycle out there. Nobody else has ever done it.
I don't know what
this one, I guarantee everybody's going to like it.
Oh.
So this week's song, PPC Greg, you can answer live on the air here. I'm going with Mansions 2, Stay Alive.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I'm sure you would love it.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's from the album that you didn't like when you came into the room today. So we'll report back next week if I hit the cycle again.
All right. That does it for today's show.
It is now officially not Marketing O'Clock.
Thanks for listening.
We miss you already.
I can't wait to see you next week.
Thanks for listening to Marketing O'Clock. If you're looking for more information on today's topics, head over to marketingoclock.com/newsletter to receive every single article we covered. We share the news as it breaks in our Discord community. Head over to community.marketingoclock.com to join.
Welcome to this week's Shootin' the Heck. We're after our famous Friday news show. We don't talk about marketing anymore. We just
shoot the heck.
We have a game today from Greg Finn that is sure to be everyone's favorite game.
It is everybody's favorite game. We are in San Diego, as we mentioned. We've got work family. We've got internet family. We're going to play Internet Family Feud. All right? Everybody is supposed to be looking at their Instagram and kind of coming up with themes about what Instagram serves them based on their likes.
I looked at my TikTok. It's a better reflection of my life.
TikTok, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is see if somebody on the internet knows you better or somebody that knows you in person knows you better. Who will win?
So PPC Greg can't win?
No, only know him on the internet.
Okay.
You've never met him until today.
He doesn't know either of us in person.
Right, that's the whole point. I know you in person. We're gonna see who knows you more, somebody on the internet or me.
Everyone knows me.
Okay.
And I'm going really based off of the shows, so.
Okay. So you have a list of the things that you like. We're gonna go back and forth and see who can get the most correct hits with what is being served to Shep.
Okay.
PPC Greg, do you want to start?
Yeah. Taylor and Swift.
Yes.
Allison Swift. Wow.
I'll give you the points.
Okay, I had that as number 1.
Yes, I get a lot of Swiftie content.
Okay, I'm going to go with Disney.
Yes, Disney parks.
QVC.
Not on TikTok
really?
or Instagram, no.
Oh, yeah.
I follow them on Facebook.
See, I didn't have that, but I have chiropractic.
I don't get it in my feed really, Greg. I'm
Shoot.
sorry.
Okay, 1-1 still.
I seek it out.
Okay, fair enough. 1-1.
But it doesn't serve it to me. I don't know why.
So close to that, Dr. Pimple Popper.
Not anymore.
What? No, she's not on that anymore. Ever since this, I don't know why.
I want new stuff.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with general, wholesome mom videos, mom
funny
stuff.
mom stuff.
Yes, not like positive type.
Like
stuff.
I'm scared of my toddler stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of just gave it to you. That's not what you said at all.
Bravo,
Yeah.
housewife.
BravoCon last week is everything.
Ooh.
My whole TikTok is BravoCon right now.
Okay.
That was like the number one answer for this week.
Okay, PBC Greg is taking all my answers. I'm gonna go with another one, like home fitness, home exercise.
No.
Okay.
I'm off of that.
Okay. Do you have any more?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like Trader Joe's meal ideas.
Not on TikTok. That's a
Oh.
Facebook thing
What?
again.
True. Okay, you did say that. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think we got a tie. I think it's 2-2, so we got a tie. Push.
Okay.
All right, who's next? Let's go with Greg here.
Okay. Let me go first because I had struggles.
Okay.
Okay, my number one is like water polo coaching. Is that a category?
I have water polo, so sure.
Okay.
Not so much like videos of people coaching, but yeah, we'll go water
Like
polo.
this is a play you should try.
Not so much that.
Yeah, that was my number one, so you
Okay.
took that. Good pick. Number two, I got Michigan State.
That was mine.
Yep.
I don't know if I have
Yep.
anything else.
Michigan State for sure.
Oh, I've got it. Dog stuff.
Can you specify the dog?
You have a dachshund?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We have 2 dachshunds and a mutt, so yeah, dachshunds was on there.
Okay, that was my number 4. My number 3 was going to be gym stuff.
Yep,
Like
yep,
gyms.
for sure.
In gyms.
Fitness, yep,
Yeah.
all that.
Okay.
Okay. Like, are you into like barstool sports?
Not really. It's not prevalent now.
Okay, I can take the
Miss.
I
lead
like
here.
them, but
I'm going to go with like outdoor adventure stuff.
no,
Like hiking, biking. No. Okay.
no,
All right.
sorry.
You can. We're deadlocked.
Memes about Jada Pinkett Smith's book.
No, just no. Unfortunately, no.
So here's my other
I'm
one.
out of guesses.
The last one is like health optimization.
Like tongue scraping?
No, like BioLane and people that talk about like the physics of all that stuff.
So cold plunge.
Yes.
Yeah. Does
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay. So I get a bunch of cold plunge.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
cold plunge?
I do.
You have like a unit?
My gym does.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay. I think I got the win.
What about hiking?
no. So
I'm out.
I was really hoping you guys would get it. My number one, yard cleanup.
What?
I get those videos and I love those videos.
Do you watch the one where he knocks on the door
Yeah,
and then like
yeah.
goes and fixes
Yeah.
it? That guy's awesome.
And just it's so satisfying.
What are they cleaning up?
Just like people's overgrown yards and stuff.
Can you come to my neighbor's house?
I personally, I mean, I do like working in the yard, but I don't do it. But yeah, this guy goes to overgrown yards and makes it look so nice.
So like weeding, not like garbage.
Not garbage. No.
This is a total like dude thing.
Yeah, I get it too. I watch them all.
Yeah.
The way to the end. And then you just get to the end.
Yeah.
It's too much just
Yes.
going back and forth for it.
I prefer carpet cleaning.
Oh, I like
That's
those too.
very satisfying
Yeah.
too. Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
All right, my turn. You guys got to guess.
You can go first.
Knives.
Knives on the list.
Nice.
Yes.
Hotel recipes.
I do not. Well, it depends. I have something called oddities and freak shows, so I don't know if you put that guy
Okay.
in there. But I don't
Thanks,
think
I
he
hate
is.
it.
Thanks, I hate it. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll give that to you.
I think you should leave.
No,
I think you should reel.
no, I don't have any of that.
Oh.
Fitness.
More
CrossFit.
specific.
CrossFit.
Yes.
I thought you didn't announce publicly that you were a CrossFit guy.
Kind of just.
I
did
just
it.
outed you.
I think you have
I've hurt
for
myself.
sure
Okay.
on here. Sorry. So same kind of as knives, but like blacksmithing or forging.
I put that in the same one, so
Okay,
you can get another guess.
Sports betting.
No.
Is it legal?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
legal.
Keto food.
No.
NFL.
No. No.
Health supplements.
Yes. I've got that here on the list. Board. All right, Peeps Greg, you got to get this here to tie it.
Maybe a push from your kids, but NASCAR.
No. Shep wins it. All right, my other ones are oddities and freak shows type stuff where it's just weird things. And then disasters, like fails. I watch so many people just get like crushed. I don't know why. I just
I
keep
don't
watching
like
it.
that stuff.
No. And then like survivalist, homesteaders, wilderness folks type thing. So that's my other ones. So, all right. So Shep, we all tied.
Yeah.
We all tied, but we learned a lot about each other, and
Yeah.
thanks for coming on the show this week, Greg. It was a
It was so fun having you.
blast to have you.
This is a dream come true, guys. Seriously, really enjoyed it.
All right. See you next week.